Brain training all by yourself so you can quit pornography for good and reach your full potential. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Let me tell you how you can get in on advanced neuroscience all by yourself without working with me. But I must tell you, I would love to work with you because many people need support in the journey, and I'm going to explain to you at the end of the video how working with me is different than brain training by yourself. But I know in today's day and age, people need tools to be able to use all by themselves that don't come with a huge investment. So I am here for you, and I'm going to tell you how to do that. Okay, so I've had a private practice for many years in glorious Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where I help people by offering them very advanced neurofeedback brain training that has computer systems that are very expensive, so I can individualize and personalize the care for people as is necessary for their each individual brain. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is because that awesome technology that was only available in my office for a long time has now been taken by the Muse company and put into this awesome little headband, which I have been using for years. Now, the way that it works is on the inside of the headband, hopefully you can see it, there's 5 frontal lobe sensors up here in the prefrontal cortex. There's also 2 sensors in the earpieces that will regulate the temporal lobes just above your ears that are very important areas for emotional regulation. Now, we also know from neuroscience that the areas up here in the frontal lobe are very important for attention and working memory. So this is the area that is impacted for ADD and ADHD. Executive function, which is planning, organization, anxiety and addictions tends to reside right there in the middle of the frontal lobe. On the right-hand side is impulse control and judgment. Now, we know from the science that most people's frontal lobes are the areas of their brain that give them difficulty. When it comes to pornography addiction, that's the area that is likely keeping you going back for more, making it difficult for you to make another decision and pivot and go the other way. It's the areas that need calming when your brain is feeling stressed and anxious, and it's the areas that need stimulation when your brain is feeling bored and it wants to be excited. It is the area that is most impacted by pornography addiction, which means you can benefit from this headband at home all by yourself. I'm not part of this company. This is just a headband that I have been using for years and I know will serve you. So the way that you want to use it is you put it on, you have to do it under your hair, but I'm not going there right now. Put it on and have the sensors connect to your scalp. And you want to start with a 5-minute session when you're feeling your best. This is not habit replacement, especially at the beginning. What we want to do at the beginning is change your baseline brain performance pattern. So if you've been watching pornography for a long time, or even if you've just been watching it frequently and consistently and with some level of intensity for a little while, what happens is your brain is getting used to larger amounts of neurochemical release, dopamine in particular, just to feel okay. And I know it's a discussion for a different day because people say, I'm not escaping, I just am entertaining myself. It is to a certain extent escapism, and we know that people go back for more because their brain needs to be calmed, soothed, and stimulated simultaneously. So what that means is your baseline brain performance pattern, if mine is here, yours is here. It needs to be brought down from an active mode into a calm mode. That's exactly what this headband does. And it will generate a graph of brain performance every session that you do. So when you do a 5-minute session, the goal is to take your brain from active to calm. Then after you're successful at getting your brain calm for 5 minutes, you can increase your sessions to 7 minutes, to 10 minutes. You can go as long as you want, but I would recommend only going 15, 20 minutes at a time because it can be very difficult to keep your brain calm and focused using this headband. It's like neuro meditation. So you're getting into a meditative state, but you have to work to stay there. That's the difference between the service that I provide, and I'll tell you in a second. But when you're using this neuro meditation headband, it is pulling your brain back down into that calm and focused mode so you won't have to go calm and stimulated as often, and you can pivot and walk away from the habit. It can be the difference maker in success in your recovery and your reboot program versus not. And I've talked to so many people that say, you know what, I quit the habit and I haven't watched in a year, but my brain's no different. It keeps telling me to go back for more. I'm able to fight it, but it keeps wanting to go back. You have to rewire your brain for it to not want to go back. When you stop watching, you're just counting on it unwiring. When you use this headband, you're also rewiring simultaneously. It can be really, really important. That's why you want the headband. Okay, so now let me tell you the difference between what I do in my home brain training and coaching program. I use the Muse headband, but it does not use the Muse app. It uses a specialized brain shift program app. And in my app, you can watch YouTube videos, or you can play games, or you can do audio. So what happens is it's no longer just sitting in the Muse app. The way that it works is it's auditory feedback, and it's a beach scene. And when your brain is very active, the beach scene sounds like a storm. Say that 3 times fast. The beach scene sounds like a storm when your brain is active. As you calm your brain down and it goes from active to neutral to calm, the beach scene changes, and now it's lovely little waves. It's like you're sitting at the beach. And if you really calm your brain down, you'll have birds perch on your shoulder and will give you positive feedback. But it can be kind of boring to listen to, and you lose attention, especially if your brain needs to be calmed and stimulated. It can be difficult to sit there. When you use my specialized home brain training app, now you can just watch YouTube videos. You can watch anything that you like, and the videos are designed to entertain your mind so that your brain becomes more neuroplastic. We want your brain to be more pliable so that the energy in your brain can be shifted more easily because your mind's entertained watching something that you like. You can even watch me if you want. Yep, yes you can. But you can also watch TED Talks, you can watch movies, you can watch funny videos, cat videos, if you will. You can watch anything that entertains your mind so that your brain gets in the zone more easily. And when you use the specialized home brain training app, I get a ton of information in my online platform. So it generates a graph of brain performance over time. So I can see every single session, and then it lines it up, and I share that with you in our home brain training program. Every 15 days we meet for coaching. I show you what your brain is doing, and I use the data, which is really important. We use the data to provide strategies and techniques based upon what your brain is doing on every individual day. I'm able to personalize it, I'm able to individualize it, and we're able to use the information to also shift your behaviors. So you know how I talk about this. We're going to rewire your brain using state-of-the-art technology in this app, and we're going to do that from the top down. But then we're also going to use techniques and strategies that are built on neuroscience to change your routines, your habits, your thought processes, to teach you about your emotions so you can release the negative ones and tap into the positive ones. And together, that is rewiring your brain using your body and your mind as we train your brain from the top down. That's a comprehensive approach. That is a game changer. That's the missing piece. That is why working with me and using home brain training can be the difference maker in your success. So get started. Get started with your home brain training all by yourself with your headband. And if you need more support and you're ready to shift your brain, it's a 4-month program where we work together. If you're ready to do that, you can go over to my website, and it's on the Porn Brain Help page that I am here for you. We can shift your brain into that new, better mode. And typically we can do it in 4 months, and then I can teach you how to keep it there forever. Okay, so remember, control your brain or it will control